Epcot Center had some of the best background music loops of any theme park ever. What are my top 5? Stay tuned. Welcome back, Internet folks. So when you create a channel on YouTube, it seems like you are required to make the obligatory top 5 somethings vlog. So today I would like to share with you my top 5 background music loops for Epcot Center. Now since Epcot has over 3 decades of music to choose from, and any list of this nature is bound to be subjective, I am officially titling this 5 of my most listened to Epcot Center Pavilion background music loops circa 1990, in no particular order. So, let's get started. At number 5, we have the American Adventure Area music loop. Now looking at the track list for this loop, you'll notice that basically it's a greatest hits of Americana and American folk songs. So there are sure to be some songs that you know and might sing along to. But to me, it kind of reminds me of a 1990s music infomercial. Now, for the first time ever on CD, it is the greatest American folk songs from the American Adventure Pavilion at Epcot Center. Featuring such classics as Camptown Races. Camptown Races, sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown Racetrack 5 miles long, oh, the doo-dah day. When Johnny comes marching home, the men will cheer and the boys will shout. The ladies, they will all turn out and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. The one you hear at Easter. In your Easter bonnet with all the frills upon it, in the Easter parade. Yeah, nailed it. The one from that Disney's Johnny Tremaine film you saw in school. You know, it's on the Walt Disney Treasures DVD, the Disneyland USA. They take like a commercial break and they show Johnny Tremaine and like they're marching down the street and they're talking about the Liberty Tree. You know, that one. It's a tall old tree and a strong old tree. And we are the sons, yes, we are the sons of liberty. That's all I know. And the one you aren't quite sure if it is racist or not to sing it. Summertime, and the living is easy. Act now, and we will throw in Canada's greatest folk songs from the Canada Pavilion at Epcot Center. Absolutely free. This CD contains such hits as The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And later that night when his lights went out of sight came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Jazz flute, yeah. The one song from the Family Guy episode where Stewie imagines he is a bird. The one I love forever is untrue. And if I could, you know what I would, I'd fly away with you. And a French one because Quebec. It's French. All this for $19.99. Order now. No one is standing by. At number 4, we have the Wonders of Life background music loop. Like the American Adventure Area music loop, this again is a medley of adult alternative or new age music loops. I particularly like to listen to it on long flights when I want to drown everything out and calm down, relax, fall asleep. It's got a good vibe, a good energy to it, and many of the songs you're probably familiar with. If you've been to any theme park in the 1990s like SeaWorld, or even new to Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom from the mid-90s to the early 2000s, you're familiar with these songs. Songs like Behind the Waterfall, Wild Kids, Celestial Soda Pop, These are all songs you've probably heard many times in different places, maybe not even in the theme park before. But they're really great songs in my opinion. Maybe kind of music-y or tacky, but I enjoy them. But there's one song in particular that reminds me of the video game The Sims. So in the computer game The Sims, you control a little avatar and make them go to work and do different things around the house. But when you go to purchase things, there's this song that plays in the background. This song sounds very familiar to the Wonders of Life song. So whenever I hear it, I feel like I should be picking out a sofa for my living room. At number 3, we have the World of Motion load area background music loop. Now this is great. We're finally getting to a BGM loop that uses the theme song of the pavilion it's associated with. So for the World of Motion, they had It's Fun to Be Free.
It's fun to be free, to be on the move, to go anywhere, with never a care to do all you wanted to do. It's fun to be free.
Now in the load area, they actually had different versions of this song playing. For example, there's a Roman version. There's a Wild West version. There's a Beach Boys version.
Fun to be free, to be on the move, and travel with ease or whatever you please to do.
It's just great. It gets that melody into your head and sets up that musical theme that's woven throughout the attraction with the song, It's Fun to Be Free. I personally enjoy it on road trips or when I'm about to be on the move. At number 2, we have the Land Pavilion outdoor area music loop. So this is another loop that uses the theme song of the pavilion, Listen to the Land.
Just make believe you're a tiny little seed. A tiny little seed that's reaching up to meet your need. Let's listen to the land we all love. Nature's plan will shine above. Listen to the land. Listen to the land.
And arranges that melody in different ways to create the area music loop. George Wilkins and Patrick Gleason did a really great job using the melody of Listen to the Land to create this soundscape of the future and the land and the environment, utilizing digital instruments and this new age sound. Some parts have this real strong militaristic, almost proud march to get you up into that pavilion. Yeah, the land! And other parts are more soft and subtle. Plus, they add in some songs and melodies that remind us of farming and agriculture and the countryside, all themes of the land. arrangement is really like the land itself. Some areas are very smooth, like rolling hills or a plain, and other areas are jagged and sharp, like mountains. Overall, it's a great loop, and I can listen to it at any time. And finally, at number 1, coming from my favorite attraction of all time, Journey into Imagination, we have the Journey into Imagination Area Music Loop. Now you can still enjoy this loop today at the park, at the Journey into Imagination bathrooms at the rear of the pavilion. As a side note, those bathrooms are probably the best bathrooms to use at Epcot. No one goes there, so you got no one there to bother you, and great music to listen to as you go. So like the previous 2 loops, this loop uses the theme songs of the pavilion to create an arrangement for the area music. But what's particularly great about this loop is we have 3 theme songs to work with. We have One Little Spark.
Come on, everybody, let's
We
go!
all have sparks. Imagination.
Yeah.
That's how our minds create creations. Right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark lights up for you.
Oh, Bonnie!
Making Memories.
Long before the old Model T, round about the turn of the century, folks discovered a barrel of fun, taking pictures by the light of the sun. Smile.
And Magic Journeys. Three great songs by themselves, all by the Sherman Brothers. The loop really hits home the idea of imagination. There are different sections like the Polka March section. Orchestrated section. A soft shoes section. It's just fun, it's great, it's imaginative, it makes you feel good. It's like Dreamfinder and Figment were combining these different ideas, these different sounds themselves to make this arrangement. So again, another great loop with 3 great theme songs by the Sherman Brothers, all put together in one arrangement. You can't go wrong. So those are 5 of my most listened to Epcot Center Pavilion background music loops circa 1990 in no particular order. But what are your favorite BGM loops? Let me know in the comments below. I even mentioned the Epcot entrance medley. That's a really great BGM loop. Or the Universe of Energy, or the Living Seas. That's got a great orchestration with a lot of themes in it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time, Internet folks.